Now from WPTV, this is News Channel 5 at 5:30.
Car break-ins, locker invasions. That's the crime trend tonight at a local gym in South County.
News Channel 5's Miranda Christian discovered police have an important lead that you, our viewers, need to see.
Take a look at these surveillance pictures. Police in Delray Beach say they're prime suspects in a stolen purse case at a Delray Beach gym. Police say when the woman left LA Fitness and got back to the car, she noticed her door handle had been messed with. Reporting in Delray Beach, I'm Miranda Christian, WPTV News Channel 5.
Now, we have posted their pictures right here on our Facebook page for you. You can share this and try to help police catch these criminals.
All right, we are looking at a windy evening. I'll have your forecast through the weekend and our next Rainmaker coming up.
All right, Steve, thank you. We are following breaking news from Capitol Hill right now where there's a lot of discussion on immigration reform. Specifically, over the last few minutes, we're getting word from Capitol Hill that the Trump administration's plan for immigration reform will now contain a path to citizenship for up to 1.8 million people who came to this nation illegally with their parents. This plan for Dreamers is all part of a package that includes $25 billion for a border wall. No reaction right now yet from Democrats, but a lot of discussion right now on the Hill. Will bring you any more developments on this subject matter as soon as we get it. Michael.
Jay, thank you. We are following breaking news at the live desk. A small plane crashed in Marathon and caught on fire. 4 people were aboard, 3 airlifted to a Miami hospital. Their conditions not yet known at this time, nor their names or where they live. We just did learn, though, that one of the passengers was able to tell investigators the plane appeared to have been caught by a gust of wind during attempted takeoff. So that's just coming into us, and that forced it into a tree line. FHP is investigating.
Developing out of Broward County tonight, hundreds of students were evacuated after bomb threats were called into 3 schools, an elementary, middle, and high school. All 3 were threatened. People living near these schools, they couldn't return home while police were investigating this. They gave the all clear just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. Investigators have not elaborated on exactly how the calls came in.
Right now, Haines City police are searching for this man, Armando Diaz Cruz. Police say he crashed his car and then left 2 injured children to fend for themselves. They say Cruz plowed through a stop sign and into another car. The vehicle rolled, ejecting his 6-year-old stepdaughter. She is recovering in a hospital right now. His 13-year-old stepdaughter and the other driver both suffered minor injuries.
A mailman charged with sexual assault on a teenager tonight. The Palm Beach Post is reporting 50-year-old Mark Chappelle is accused of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old at an apartment complex swimming pool. According to this report, Chappelle was the assigned mail carrier in that teenager's neighborhood. He worked apparently for the U.S. Postal Service for more than 20 years. It's not clear right now whether he is still employed. Chappelle is out of jail tonight on $25,000 bond. There's some new information tonight in the case against a teen accused of brutally murdering his grandmother. Today, 15-year-old Logan Mott appeared in a Jacksonville courtroom. He waived his right to a speedy trial. Mott is charged with second-degree murder. Police say he stabbed his 53-year-old grandmother to death. He hid her body, stole her car, and tried to run to Canada. He was arrested in New York days after Thanksgiving. His next pre-trial hearing is set for March.
Well, 2 men are on trial for the murder of a man. The victim likely made a decision that cost him his life. News Channel 5's Sabira Rayford is live at the Palm Beach County Courthouse with today's developments. Sabira.
Today, the defense painted Gustavo Cabral as a strong MMA fighter who could have fought back when he was kidnapped. But his wife told me that they were taught not to fight back growing up in Brazil when they are in danger. We're live in West Palm Beach. Sabira Rayford, WPTV News Channel 5.
Well, the University of Alabama may be the official college football national champion, but today the undefeated University of Central Florida got a special award from Governor Rick Scott. He gave the Knights the Governor's Sports Award, all those medals. Earlier this month, Scott proclaimed the Knights the national champion in Florida after the team's undefeated 13-0 season. UCF calls itself national champions. The school even had a parade. They planned to put up a banner, and they paid out championship bonuses to all of their coaches. Wasn't that nice, Shannon?
It sure was. Hundreds of thousands of people displaced after Hurricane Maria wreaked havoc on Puerto Rico tonight. The governor's plans to help those who now live here.
And you're used to seeing cancer warning signs in places like cigarette packs, but depending upon a court case, your morning cup of Joe could be getting one too.
This is News Channel 5 at 5:30. Thanks for making WPTV your #1 most trusted news source.
A spike in flu activity has shut down an entire Panhandle school district, with 20% of its students, dozens of teachers and bus drivers all out sick with the virus. All Gulf County schools will be closed tomorrow. The school district posted this to its Twitter feed, that all schools will be cleaned and sanitized during the closure. The district also offered flu shots on campus today. There are a lot of things you can do to protect yourself from getting the flu, and one of them is cleaning your phone. Get this. Health experts say your phone has 10 times more bacteria than your toilet seat. It recommends that you clean your phone multiple times a day to prevent the flu. So to do that, you should use a microfiber cloth and 70 to 90% isopropyl alcohol. They say Q-tips will help in those really hard to reach places, but you're going to want to make sure that you don't use any sort of cleaning wipes. I've been doing that, the Lysol wipes, not good. Apparently that is going to damage your device. And by the way, the CDC says that the flu virus can actually live on some surfaces for up to 24 hours. So you can use those Lysol wipes and get cleaning off your work desk, your phone, that kind of thing. One study claims at least 26% of Americans admit going to work when they're sick. And when I say phone, the phone at your desk, not your cell phone. So don't be that person, they say. If you get sick, stay at home when you're not feeling well. Jay?
Shannon, thank you. A warning before you cook dinner tonight. Check your freezer for these. More than 3,400 pounds of frozen meatballs are under recall because of listeria concerns. Rich Products Corporation issued the recall for its Members Mark Italian-style beef meatballs by Casa di Bertacci. If you have them in your freezer, throw them away right now or take them back to the place of purchase for a refund. Also under recall tonight, these fidget spinner keychains here. The fashion accessory Bazaar issued the recall. The metal bar attached to them right there, that fidget spinner there, can fall out, causing a choking hazard. The company is offering full refunds for their product. Right now, a California court case could have coffee added to the list of dangers. A group says that a chemical found in coffee can cause cancer. Acrylamide is produced during the roasting process, but it's a significantly small amount. Cancer researchers argue that most studies show coffee actually lowers the risk of many cancers.
A behind-the-scenes look tonight at Justin Timberlake as he prepares for the Super Bowl halftime show, and find out who's kicking off their farewell tour in West Palm Beach.
About 30 miles an hour, some clouds around. The showers are holding off. When do we get these winds out of here and when see a full day of sunshine? I'll have your forecast through the weekend coming up.
Right now, more than 450,000 people in Puerto Rico are still without power. Today, Governor Rick Scott came to West Palm Beach to talk about how Florida can help people who remain and those who now live here. News Channel 5's Alex Hagan joins us live to explain more on the governor's effort. Alex.
Well, Jay, it's been about 4 months since Hurricane Maria devastated that island. Now, Governor Rick Scott today at a roundtable discussion here at the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in Palm Beach County, he announced that he has extended his executive order to continue support for those Puerto Ricans displaced. Reporting live in West Palm Beach, Alex Hagan, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Back at the live desk, we're following a developing story out of Orange Park. An Amtrak train hit and killed a high school student this morning. Investigators say the student was crossing the tracks around 7:30 this morning. Not yet released any details. What we do know is that the Florida Highway Patrol and the Clay County Sheriff's Office are both investigating this latest tragedy. Shannon?
Michael, thank you. New information tonight about the Orlando daycare, where a toddler died after being left in a hot van for almost 12 hours. Little Miracles Academy is now closed for good. A final order from the Department of Children and Families argued that the center was negligent and had problems well before the 3-year-old's death last summer. Those issues included not properly keeping logs that are meant to prevent kids from being left behind in the first place. A daycare van driver, you may remember, is charged with aggravated manslaughter in the child's death. After a drunken scene at a Palm Beach hotel, the state attorney's office officially filed 6 charges against one of the stars of Real Housewives of New York. Reports indicate Luann de Lesseps was drunk, refused to leave a hotel room, and then threatened to assault an officer. It allegedly happened at the Colony Hotel just before Christmas. De Lesseps pled not guilty at her initial arraignment. She also posted on her Instagram that she will be going to rehab.
Southern rock icons Lynyrd Skynyrd will kick off their final tour in West Palm Beach more than 40 years after the band's debut album was released. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famers announced today that their farewell tour will also feature Kid Rock, Hank Williams Jr., among other bands. Tickets go on sale February 2nd. The concert is May 4th.
Choreographically, if I'm coming...
Well, the countdown is on, and Justin Timberlake giving some fans today a behind-the-scenes sneak peek as he prepares for his big halftime show at the Super Bowl. It's the second in a series of released videos highlighting JT's rehearsals and choreography. This is the first time he's performing at the Super Bowl since the infamous wardrobe malfunction with Janet Jackson in 2009. How can we all forget, right? Remember, News Channel 5 is your home for the Super Bowl on February 4th.
It's fascinating to watch the behind the scenes like that, and then the grand stage that is the Super Bowl.
Folder for Tuesday.
All right, Steve, thank you. Well, here's one of those only in Florida stories, a horse chase in Pasco County. Have a look.
Can you stop? Please?
Hysterical. The sheriff's office shared this video. One of their deputies saw this horse just running down the street and called for backup. They eventually got the horse to a safer area away from rushing traffic. The owners were tracked down and then reunited with their runaway. I love how he just pulls up.
Please?
Let's try and slow down here.
Good thing he had his dash cam, running,
right.
so he could, he said, I asked him to pull over, and he,
No response, just
didn't listen.
Had its mind on where it was going.
So horse got back to owners. All was good in the end. Still to come here on News Channel 5 at 5:30. Apple introduces its new smart home assistant. But before you buy, we are finding out how it ranks among the others.